brinca mais de fazer networking aí no final da reunião. Ok, pessoal. Dando continuidade ao nosso evento, confesso que também tive dificuldade ao tentar defini-la. Mas a Edith fez um belo trabalho de descrever a trajetória e os interesses da nossa Keynote Speaker, Ramona Smith. Vou falar algumas coisas com o risco de ser reducionista, mas vou arriscar. Ela está há 10 anos no Toastmasters. Em 2015, ela descobriu as competições. Decidiu-se preparar para competir e vencer. Sua irmã foi a sua inspiração para entrar no Toastmaster. Hoje, ela está realizando o seu sonho de viver pelas palestras. Em 2018, ela foi a campeã mundial de oratória pelo Toastmasters. Gostaria que vocês recebessem com uma grande salva de palmas Ramona Smith. We are champions. We are champions. Ramona Smith.
Okay. Hablo un poquito español and no Portuguese. So, lo siento. Pero te quiero mucho. Instagram. My people on Instagram often say that I never go live during any of my events. And so when I tell them that this is my 9th country this year, some of them may not believe me. So I have Instagram live going right now. If you guys want to say hi. So we are live from Sao Paulo, Brazil. And if you are on Instagram, raise your hand. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, it is @LadybugSpeaker. If you're already following me, show someone your phone so they can see it. But it's @LadybugSpeaker. Ladybug, like the insect. Speaker, like the instruments that my voice is coming out of. So, @LadybugSpeaker. When you have it, say I. Awesome. I'll give you a moment. @LadybugSpeaker on Instagram. For my people who are watching live on Instagram, we are live from Sao Paulo, Brazil. That is South America. That is South America. I've never been below the equator before, so this is my first time, and I didn't realize that the seasons were switched. And so all I brought were sandals and dresses, so that's okay. Your spirit is keeping me warm. Somebody said, "Que legal." What does that mean? Oh, que legal! Okay, Instagram Live, I have to actually work now, so I'm going to sign off. But oh, wow, I've never had 23. I might keep this on. I've never had 23 people. 25. Oh, never had 25 people on my live before, never. Que legal. Oh, okay, I got to keep it going. I'm sorry. There are people joining, so I have to keep it going. Wow. I'm here in Brazil for the first time. Woo! First of all, thank you to everyone who made this happen. Ricardo, thank you. Everyone who's been a great host and hostess, thank you. Edith, for greeting me at the airport and for making sure I got to my hotel safely. For everyone who I met yesterday, with Bill for his amazing tourist qualities. Thank you so much for the tour. And then I met Kaiway, and then I met Lee, And then I met, who else did I meet yesterday? I had dinner yesterday at an Indian restaurant, but that was with Edith and Lee, so you're not new anymore. And then today I had lunch with Luis and Felipe and Andre, and somebody was sitting to my right. Danilo. Yeah, Danilo, yes, Danilo, yes. He used to be shy, but now he's not shy anymore. Yes, yes. So thank you, fellow Toastmasters, guests. Thank you for having me. I'm so delighted to be here, and I am the first world champion that you guys have had, so yay! This is great. Okay, I'm going to end this now. All right, thank you so much, Instagram Live. Que legal.
In live, share, yes. There you go. Kidding.
All right, so I'm so happy to be here. I know that for some of us, Toastmasters is a new concept. It's something that has been introduced just a few years ago, but we all should know that we are all a part of the Toastmasters community to become more effective communicators and more effective leaders. That's why we're all here. That's why we meet once per week or twice per month, or whenever we meet and we get together and we enhance our skills, whether in English or whether in Portuguese or Spanish. We all come together for the common goals of being more effective communicators and more effective leaders. For people who are unfamiliar with the World Championship of Public Speaking, it's an annual international contest where over 30,000 people compete every single year. You have some competitors in here today. Good luck to you guys competing. I'm rooting for you all. I can't wait to hear your speeches. It's an international competition where out of the 350,000 members, about 30,000 compete in various countries, which consist of about 143 countries all around the world. We all compete for that top spot of becoming the world champion of public speaking. That means that you rose to the top. That means that you were the best. That means that everybody wants you to come and speak and give tips and share your insight and your journey. And that is exactly what I'm here to do with you all today. Last year was a big year for women. For women, the win last year was historical because only 5 women have ever won this title of World Champion of Public Speaking. And the contest started in 1938. But women couldn't compete until 1973. So since 1973, for my mathematicians, my engineers, you go ahead and do the math. Since 1973, there have only been 5 women. I'm the 5th woman to ever win. And there has not been a female world champion winner in 10 years. The last woman to win was LaShonda Rundles in 2008. She's also from Texas. I live in Houston. She's from Dallas. She actually passed away a few years ago from lupus, but I always like to remember her. I consider her one of my idols, an ancestor, someone I respect greatly, and everywhere I go I like to say her name. LaShonda Rundles was the first African-American woman to win in 2008. I'm the 2nd African-American woman to ever win this title, and I'm very proud of that. Also, in 2018, 3 women took 1st, 2nd, and 3rd places in the... Yes. Myself, Sherry Sue, who is from China, and Anita Fain Taylor, another African-American woman from Florida. That's never happened, ever, in Toastmasters, where 3 women of color have taken the top 3 spots in the world. So I'm so very happy to be a part of that historical moment. I have something to be proud of as not only just a woman, but as an African-American woman, as an American woman, as a mother, as someone who is passionate about Toastmasters, and as someone who has now been able to travel around the world and see people for genuinely what's here. What's in here? What's in your heart? Tu corazón. As I've been traveling because of this wonderful opportunity, I get to see past people's color. I get to see past people's gender. I get to see past people's outside. I won't say that I'm colorblind because I see that you have fair skin and you have brown skin. I won't say I'm colorblind, but I know that it's deeper than that. By traveling to 9 different countries in a small amount of time, we all do the same thing everywhere. Everywhere I go, we eat. We eat well. Everywhere I go, we laugh. We laugh together and we cry together. And everywhere I go, I love to dance, no matter what. I may not be very good at it, good at the different cultural dances, but I love to really immerse myself in every culture. And the more I travel, and I think I said this yesterday, the more that I travel, the smaller the world gets. Because everywhere I go, no matter what we look like, or no matter what we do, or what profession we're in, or if we're married, or single, or if we have kids, or if we don't, if we're Muslim, if we're Christian, if we're Buddhist, if we're atheist, agnostic, whatever, at the end of the day, we're all here to enjoy life, to have a great time, and to learn. I don't need a translator to laugh. I don't need a translation to cry. That's humanity. That's in your heart. That's the core of who you are. That's your spirit. That's your being. That's who you are on the inside. Now, there's good and bad people all over the world. However, I believe strongly that the majority of us are great-hearted and the majority of us really want to connect. So when I gave that speech in 2018 called Still Standing, I feel like my speech rose to the top out of 30,000 because I made a genuine connection with the audience. Everybody knows what this means. Yes? If I do this, that means either run or fight, right? Fight or flight. And that's why I chose that theme, because boxing is universal. I know in Brazil it's soccer, football. I understand that, but I don't have it. I don't have it. So I chose a universal theme. So when you guys are able to compete and go on to the finals and the semifinals, make sure your topic is something the whole world can understand. Some people